Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Credit Primer where we love us some what?
Everything.
Exactly, and today I am your host, Derek, and we're going to talk about stuff that's in the rumor mill right now. Guys, I know that I do a lot of reviews on action figures, and I got a whole bunch of new stuff coming from Battleverse, which is the Action Force figures. I decided, Nikki and my wife decided, we're going to actually support this company, and we dropped a lot of money today on a lot of their figures. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the rumor mill because I want to talk about WWE, Triple H, The Rock, and some R-Truth. Now, we all know we want truth. That's going out everywhere. I was very surprised, and if you didn't know this, Dominic and Ripley both were wearing their merch on Raw. And apparently it rubbed someone Raw backstage. And now, because of that, no more R-Truth t shirts, signs, or anything will be allowed to be at any more of their promotions henceforth. And that goes for Carlito. Now, I don't want to forget Von Holla, how she was let go, and she was actually on a podcast talking about how she was kind of like blindsided by this, and I think a lot of people have been. But let's get into it. She's now saying that she's going to allow her husband Eric, who's a part of the Raiders, the War Raiders now, that she's going to stay home with the kids, and he's going to be the one that brings home the money. And I find that that's what she's decided to do, is no longer wrestle. I get it. I understand, especially when you've been burnt like she has. But let's get into this. So WWE there was a rumor that was going around saying, could Triple H be racist? And is that what we're seeing? Is that undertone? But I want to go a little bit further. Instead of everything being about race, let's talk about the fact that the truth of the matter is that Triple H and The Rock have been bumping heads since WrestleMania 40. Each step that Triple H has wanted to go, he has been essentially halted at every avenue. His creativity for the show, after things went to Netflix, he has had his hands tied by the executives of TKO, and the fact that The Rock has been working behind the scenes to make it difficult on Triple H. Sources are coming out and rumors are coming out right now that a lot of the stuff that's been going on is that Triple H has been told by TKO, you have to do X, Y, and Z. And Triple H, after letting go R-Truth, has seen the backlash and that his legacy is being tarnished by these decisions. It's not The Rock that is signing at the bottom and saying that he goes along with it. No, he's the one that gets to be an executive on the board, and he gets to, like all these money hungry people do, is they want more and more money, and they want the talent not to have the money. And the thing is that coming to WWE was like, the reason why it was called a superstar is because if you got on WWE, you not only got name recognition, but you were going to be immortalized for at least being a part of the era of WWE. That was the reason why so many wrestlers jumped ship from other promotions anytime WWE came scratching at their door. This happened in the UK, and then that promotion was kind of like absorbed into NXT UK, and then NXT itself absorbed it, and a lot of those promotions kind of went away. But now you're seeing that a lot of the wrestlers at WWE are not happy. One in particular is The Miz. One thing that has come out is that The Miz's contract was coming to an end. and he was told, "We want you. You're a draw to the company, and you do a lot for the company, but TKO can't justify keeping you at your salary." So essentially, they were telling the Miz, "We want you to stay with the company, but we don't want to pay you for being the draw that you are." And I think that's the same reason why they got rid of R-Truth. Anyone that has a big contract close to the $1 million mark, TKO is not wanting to pay those contracts. They want to be able to move those out and get younger talent in and pay them less and keep them at a lesser pay and cap it at a certain point. And if you're not willing to bend the knee to their way of business, you're going to be let go. And they're going to make sure they implement this 90-day clause where you can't go to any other promotions or do anything for 90 days if you are released before your contract, which is insane when you think about it. These guys are considered independent. They're actually their own company, per se, their own managers. And WWE has been making millions, if not billions of dollars off of these guys and ladies, I'm not leaving anybody out, that put their bodies through the ringer. And as of late, if you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of injuries that has been taking place with wrestlers. They're having knees being blown out, necks being broke or hurt. Things are happening and injuries are happening. And yes, injuries is part of the game. That's what it is about wrestling. But the thing is that at WWE, there were precautions to prevent wrestlers from hurting themselves or each other. And they're supposed to be the best of the best. But I was watching a match with Penta, who I liked, and against oh my goodness, my wife's gonna kick me, but he's going by Americano right now, Chad Gable. So Chad Gable, my wife's just looking at me. She's supposed to be interacting with me, but she's over there on her phone. So with this, you had. So you got you got Chad Gable, and I mean the way if Chad Gable wasn't short, stocky, and muscle bound everywhere, he could have ended up having an injury that could have ended his career. Anytime you land on your head, neck, and area like that, that can be an event that has a domino effect on a person's body. Not even saying that they couldn't have ended up being paralyzed from the neck down there if they got their neck broke. But you're seeing things that's taking place. And so right now, a lot of people are saying that Triple H is really mad backstage. The Rock has essentially, the two didn't like each other in the first place. That's something that's been known for years. But I never thought it would go to this level where now it looks as if the only reason why Triple H is still there is he's losing his creativity part of the shows, and that tells, and that his name is now being trashed because they let go of R-Truth. I don't think they expected the huge backlash that they have gotten from the releasing R-Truth.
No, I don't think so either. And it hit me pretty hard too, because when you told me them, I was like, well, why if anybody they should fire R-Truth? That's just ridiculous.
I mean, he's been with the company for 17 years. I don't know why they didn't give him an ambassador title, but now they're saying backstage that Triple H is looking to possibly leaving the company. That it could happen. It could happen now, or it could happen whenever they go back into for talks with his contract with TKO, which will end in 18 months. So, in all honesty, Stephanie, his wife, and him, their kids, their grandkids, probably even their great grandkids will probably never have to work a day in their life if they don't want to. So they're a part of this because they love it. And sometimes there's not enough money that somebody can throw at you if it's going to tarnish your legacy. And he doesn't want his legacy tarnished. And right now, what's been going on is you can see that there's no passion and that the storytelling is stale and they're rehashing the same storylines just with different people. I love Seth Rollins, but in all honesty, with him and what's going on with Braun Breaker and the regime that they're creating, all it is a version of the bloodline, just different. It's like it didn't work with Solo, so now they're like, let's do it with Seth Rollins. And you can tell that the story is just a rehash of what we had with Roman Reigns. So if this is the case, and this is what's happening, um, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Triple H stepping down from his position. That's just my thoughts. It can be a rumor. It could be the truth. We don't know yet, but there's a lot of talk coming out, and a lot of superstars at WWE are not happy in the direction. And another person that looks to be on the chopping block, which I'm upset about, is Karrion Kross. You can see that he has been very vocal about how he's been upset with what he thinks is going to WWE. His contract is coming up to an end, and as of right now, there are no further talks on renewing his contract. So that's kind of like telling you at the light at the end of the tunnel, and that he sees that the light's getting closer. The Miz, I have a feeling, will be gone. And we don't even know what's going on with Gunther right now. Apparently, he is not happy. He is a wrestler, and he loves wrestling. He wants to bring that to it, and now he's become this joke to the fans, and he blames the storytelling from backstage. And apparently, there was an altercation backstage, and that we will probably see him wrestle against Jay on Monday, and there's a good chance we won't see him after that because that was already put out there a while back, but he has not been very happy with the direction that his course has been taken. Who knows? It kind of looks like the ones that are kind of loyal to Triple H are the ones that's now starting to suffer. Just look at it from that right there. See who is loyal to The Rock, and see how many people the Samoans are coming into the business now. And take a look at the ones that Triple H has handpicked and brought to the company and brought back to the company, and look how they're being treated. It's just food for thought, but I'm putting it out there. You heard it here first, or second, or third from Autocrat Primer. I'm Derek, your host, and that's our opinions, and that's my beautiful wife, Nikki. Y'all have a good one, and see you on the next one, guys.